Alignment. I am thrilled that you are here. I'm Dr. Ellen Albertson, the Midlife Whisperer, and this is being broadcast on the Enlightened World Network. And before I dive into today's show, which is all about helping you manifest like a rock star, I want to thank everybody who has reached out to me. A lot of you have reached out to me on Facebook and also emailed me directly from my website, The Midlife Whisperer, to let me know how much you like the show. So if you're enjoying the show, let me know. Let me know the topics that you'd like me to cover, what maybe you are struggling with, where you are at. I would love to connect with you. And do please like this show and let your friends know. So today we're going to talk about manifestation, which is one of my favorite topics, but manifesting from a place of real power, where we are, yes, we're asking, we're believing, we're receiving, but we're taking action and responsibility. Because I'm also going to talk today about a really cool meeting in the sky with the sun, Mercury, and Saturn are all going to meet this week, the middle of the week. And that's going to provide us with this great blend of what have we learned as Mercury has passed through the various astrological signs, and Saturn sitting there, the planet of, yeah, let's take some responsibility. I think sometimes when we manifest, we just think that things are just going to magically happen, and they do, but we've got to put some energy into it. We've got to take responsibility for our lives. So today's show is going to help you to create your own happiness, because ultimately the only person who can make you happy is you. Nobody else can do it for you. So often when I'm working with midlife women, they're like, well, blaming it on this person where I'm finding myself, or waiting for this person to come along, or maybe the knight in shining armor, or the perfect job, instead of actually taking responsibility. So I'm going to give you the specific steps that you can take in order to manifest like a rock star. I'm always amazed when I see rock stars and kind of the lives, the Taylor Swifts of the world, and how they manifest these incredible lives. So I'm going to give you specific steps. We're going to talk about the transits that are happening this week. And then also I'm going to pull my nifty tarot cards and also do a guided meditation for you, so to help you take you on a little bit of a journey so that you can start this manifestation process. And I want to start off, I'm back in Costa Rica. So I was back in Vermont. I live half my life in Vermont on a beautiful island with my man Ken and my border collie, and I live half my life here in beautiful Costa Rica, 5 minutes from the beach. And if you had told me that my life would look like this 6 years ago, I would have been like, sign me up. I was a hot mess. There's no shame there. I actually made some new great friends this weekend, and just saying to women, you know what? We all make mistakes. We all do things we're not proud of, but that's what brings us to this present moment. And I learned so much about manifesting a life I love through this time period. So 6 years ago, I had just broken up my marriage, and I was living with rebound guy, and it was not good. And here I am today, 6 years later, with an amazing partner, and again, living half the year in Vermont, half the year in Costa Rica. And so I really followed this manifestation process that I'm going to share with you to get to this point. And so a key thing for me was really leaning into the emotional vibration, the frequency, to manifest what I wanted. I wasn't sure what it was going to look like. So for example, I never thought I would live in Costa Rica. And the reason I got here is I'm sort of leaning into this joyful, high vibe, warm, way of being. First of all, I was going to go to Florida for my 60th birthday, and Hurricane Ian hit. And so we had to change our plans. And I'd always, for some reason, Costa Rica was always in the back of my mind. It was like I had this inner knowing that Costa Rica was a cool place that I wanted to visit. So we spent 3 weeks traveling around Costa Rica. We met this dude on the beach at this restaurant called Father Rooster. We never thought about snowbirding in Costa Rica. My husband wanted to, snowbird in Florida. I was kind of not wanting to go to Florida, wanted something else. And so first Hurricane Ian hits, we come to Costa Rica, we meet this guy on the beach who tells us all about being an expat in Costa Rica, gives us the name of his real estate agent. We go out with Joseph and we find this perfect house, and our intuition was like, yes, we should do this. We could see ourselves there for the next 30 years. I was scared out of my mind when I signed the paperwork. My mind, my intellect was saying, this is insane to go to a country and buy a house where you don't speak the language. You don't know how things work in this foreign country and buy a house, but boy, am I happy that I did. And that's just an example of when we're manifesting, you want to create the energy around what you want, the frequency, that high vibe. That's what quantum joy alignment is all about, creating that joy from within. And then what shows up is the happy life from without, but not holding on too tightly to the specifics of what that's going to look like. And even my home in Vermont, I never thought I would be living kind of remote on an island in Lake Champlain, but I love it. The universe knows better than you do a lot of times what is absolutely perfect for you. So let's dive in and talk about how you manifest life you love and create a life that is filled with joy and happiness using quantum joy alignment. So the first thing you want to do is you've got to take responsibility for your life. And whatever that looks like for you, you can't expect someone else to do it for you. And that's what I think the Saturn transit that I'll talk about in a few moments is about. Saturn is about taking responsibility. And, as I think about taking responsibility, I also really think about the energy of love, inspiration, and service. I have my bestie down here, DJ Love Doctor, and she's like, because I'm not really sure, I'm getting ready to manifest something else myself, and I'm not sure what that is, but I'm really leaning into this energy of love, service, and inspiration. How do I inspire other women? How do I be of service? And how do I really put all of it around with a bow of love for myself, love for the planet, love for humanity, love for the animals here. And so really starting out with this responsibility for your life and knowing that you are here for a reason. You are here to make a difference in the world. No matter where you are at, there's something that you could do. So like, for example, this weekend, we met this beautiful woman, Bria. She's a yoga instructor. She's kind of trying to figure out her next act. She stayed with us, and I was able to, use a little bit of my love and wisdom and help her, and we're staying in touch. And so seeing that the universe is going to send you people and opportunities if you start with this mindset around, I want to be of service, I want to inspire other people, and I want to really wrap it all around with this bow of love, because love is truly the highest frequency that it is. So take responsibility for your life is number one. Only you can create your happiness. And I talk a lot about the difference between joy and happiness. Joy to me is kind of more of like this inward, consistent energy of just feeling sort of high vibe and joyful. I think of happiness more as what shows up in the external. When you vibrate with love and wisdom and joy, then you start to create this happy life on the outside. And so often what we do is we try to create it on the outside, and then we wonder why it doesn't fit in, why our hearts are like, this doesn't quite fit. And that was my story for a long time. So we want to start with this mindset of service and love and joy, and then really inspiration, and move from there. So after you take responsibility for your life and your happiness, the next step is to reprogram your mind. And this is one of the steps in my book, Rock Your Midlife. And this is really about, first of all, developing a growth mindset. So if you're feeling really stuck, believe that you can grow and change. You are never too old to grow, to change, to learn new things. I'm visiting my almost 92-year-old mom and 93-year-old dad tomorrow, going down to Florida to see them. And they're always learning and growing. They're always reading. They're like learning weightlifting. They're meeting new people. They're doing things. So you've got to have this growth mindset, not this stuck mindset, but this mindset that I can grow, I can change, I can create this life that feels really good. So develop a growth mindset. Part of the reprogramming your brain is setting intentions, what it is you intend to do. So let's say that you want to manifest the love of your life. So my intention is to manifest a partner who is really in alignment with who I am, who really loves me, who really gets me, who is in line with my core values. So that's like your intention. If you're looking to change careers, my intention is to manifest a job that I love, that pays really well, that gives me lots of time off so I can rest and explore my life, that's not super stressful, whatever that is, what it is you intend to manifest. If you want to manifest a healthy body, and I'll just sneak preview all of March, I'm going to be talking all about health, wellness, and nutrition. March is National Nutrition Month, and I've been a dietitian for 30 years. And so I'm going to be talking all about that. But if you want to manifest a healthy body, I'm manifesting a body that feels good. I'm manifesting lots of energy. My intention is to eat right. So set your intention. And then what that does is when you set your intention, it sends a clear signal to your subconscious. And that really gets things rolling. When you're manifesting, you want to use your mind and your emotions, which we'll get to in a moment, and then turn it into an affirmation. So if you're, again, looking for a great partner and your intention is, my intent to find the love of my life who gets me and is perfect for me, you set an affirmation like, I am attracting the perfect partner. If you are trying to transform your body, I am healthy and feel great. If you are trying to find a great job, I am manifesting a job that I love, that pays me really well. So turn it into an I am statement. Put those affirmations all around your computer, your desk, your bathroom mirror, your car. Have some fun with it. Maybe, do some great drawings and color it in. But affirmations and intentions are really, really important. Part of reprogramming your mind is also accentuate the positive in your life. When something good happens, savor it. The mind is like Velcro for negativity and Teflon for positivity. So when something good happens, we need to oh, isn't this a lovely thing? Like, I had so much fun with my new friend and my besties down here. I'm really savoring this experience of being down here in Costa Rica with these two beautiful women. We felt like Charlie's Angels. We were having so much fun. You can check out my story and my Instagram, and I'll post some of that for you to see. So you want to surround yourself with positivity, positive people, and you want to be mindful. You want to be present in your life. You want to cut down on the rumination and the worry. Worry is like praying for what you don't want to happen in your life. So really try to reduce the worry in your life, elevate the positivity in your life, be motivated again by love, inspiration, and service. So that is number 2 is reprogramming your mind. Number 3 is elevating your emotions. And I think this is the one that most people miss. And this is a big piece of the quantum joy alignment, is that your thoughts and this positive mindset, reprogram your mind, is like creating the scaffolding for what it is you want in your life. The emotions are what magnetizes it. So that again, the thoughts, your mindset is a scaffolding that you create. This is my dreams. This is what I want. This is what I would love to do. And then you just bring in the emotions, that emotion of joy and love and, how you're going to feel when you have what it is that you want. So you have to elevate your mind and elevate your emotions. One of the things I love to do, which we will do in the meditation, is to visualize happiness. So either think about a time in your life where you were super happy. I do this with my clients all the time. I have them say, when was a time in your life where everything was working? Whether it was the relationships were working, the body felt good, my job felt really, really good. So my health was good, my career, my work in the world was good, my relationships were good. Remember a time in your life and visualize that. So for me, when I manifested first this home in Vermont on Lake Champlain and this amazing man, I was visualizing myself dancing. Because dancing, I love to move, and dancing for me is really a metaphor for joy. And when I think about quantum joy alignment, I think about dance. So either think about something in your life, a time in your life where you were uber joyful and happy, what that emotion is, or think about what it's going to feel like when you have what you want, right? So when you have that beautiful house, or when you have that great job, that great relationship, that body that feels really good, how is that going to feel when you visualize it and really get into the felt experience, the emotion? All right, so after you take responsibility, You elevate your mind and your emotions. These are some of my steps of quantum joy alignment. You've got to take inspired action. You've got to act. And again, this is this responsibility piece, right? You've got to take inspired action. So, if you're like, oh, I want to manifest a fantastic job, you got to get on Indeed, you got to get on LinkedIn, do some networking, rewrite your resume, maybe do some journaling. If you want to manifest a great man, working on the profile or, telling people what you're looking for. So you've got to take some action. Why? Because when you take action, you are like putting the key in the ignition. You're saying to the universe, okay, I really want this. I am here to make something happen. Doesn't matter so much what the specificity is of it, but you've got to take some action to move things forward. So take action. And then you want to be grateful. You want to practice gratitude. So you want to get into this abundance mindset where you are grateful. You are grateful that you have food. You are grateful that you've got your car. You've got a roof over your head, your health, if you're feeling good, and also being grateful for when this comes to pass. So I am grateful that I have this awesome job. I am grateful that I'm in this healthy body that feels so good, that I love. I am grateful that I've met an amazing partner. So thank the universe before it happens, because when we're in this space of quantum joy alignment, everything's happening all at once. We see things sequentially, but it's all happening simultaneously. I know that's hard to grasp because we're feeling like, we've got these watches and time and dates, but you've got to get into this energy of gratitude where you're feeling like, gosh, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful that I have this beautiful home and I'm living in this foreign place and I love my life. So practice gratitude. And then the next step is to love yourself. Feel worthy. That's a huge one. You can't manifest jack shit if you don't love yourself. When you love yourself, you stop doing things that insult your soul and you start attracting what is truly in your best interest. When you have this energy, and I keep saying that, the inspiration, the service, and that includes service to yourself and inspiring yourself, and then wrap it all up with this bow of love. And that means loving yourself. And the way that I teach self-love is really by practicing self-compassion, treating yourself the way you would a good friend, like doing the self-care and speaking to yourself in a loving, supportive, warm manner, giving yourself what you need, whether that is like rest or movement, just tuning into your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit. It doesn't happen all at once, but I know for me, learning to love myself was a huge game changer. So loving yourself. And then finally, let go of the how. Like I said, when I was telling my story about coming to Costa Rica and North Hero in Vermont, I didn't have a vision board. I don't even do vision boards. I don't think vision boards are always such a great idea. I mean, I've done tons of vision boards. None of it's ever happened. And it's all stuff that truthfully wasn't going to make me happy. I couldn't be happier in the life I had, but I visualized it. I did the energy piece. I did the positivity. I worked on myself. I learned to love myself. But the actual physical reality of like finding this house and meeting Ken and moving to North Hero, I didn't have that level of specificity. So you have to let go of the specificity because your soul and the universe love you and they know better than you do what's right for you. So if you have this one idea about like, this is where I should live, or this is like how it's all going to happen, you might actually not get yourself as happy in existence as you could if you were just open to allowing the universe to do its thing. So let me just repeat these steps. And just to say, manifestation basically is bringing something into your life through intention and action. It's basically creating the right environment for this thing to happen. It's like soil and planting seeds. So you can think about the emotions, the intentions, the affirmations, the visualization is all of the ways you're fertilizing the seed of intention that this is what I want to manifest in my life. So you first take responsibility for your life and your happiness. Reprogram your mind by positive affirmations and intentions and having positive people in your life. elevating your emotions so that you are positive. I really like the Abraham Hicks spiral, where they have the downward spiral, where you're trying to come up the spiral, and the upward spiral. So using, tools like that. If you don't know what that is, reach out to me at themidlifewhisperer.com, and I'll send you a copy of that and explain how to use it. Then after you elevate your mind, elevate your emotions, take responsibility, you've got to take some action. So make that phone call, redo that resume or that profile. Gratitude. Thank you, universe. This is in motion. This is happening. Thank you, universe, for all I have, for the abundance in my life. So you really create this soil of abundance for more of it to flow. Love yourself. Feel worthy. You are worthy. You are like a spark of the divine. You are consciousness experiencing life, and life is just such a gas. So really feel worthy. You are loved. You are loving. You are lovable. Tap into that self-love and love for all that is, and let go of the how. So just like put it out there, do your thing, and then see what shows up. And let me know what shows up. If you have a manifestation story, I would love to hear it. Again, reach out to me at Midlife Whisper, or you can put it in the comments box here on YouTube or Facebook, where I'm broadcasting this. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what is going on astrologically. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is the full moon that happened on Saturday. If you're watching this live, today's Monday. So there was a full moon in Virgo. Pretty important full moon because it's the last full moon before eclipse season and before we start the astrological new year, which starts with Aries. So a really good time to just let go of the things in your life that aren't working. Full moons are when we let go of things. You might want to think about what are the things that are blocking me from manifesting a life I love. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's old habits. Maybe, you start to want to manifest something new and it starts happening. And then you get really scared, like, oh my God, I'm not ready for this. And I don't know how to do this. I've never done it before. Fear brain is very, very strong. That's why we need to lean into love. So with this full moon, you want to let go of all of those things that are holding you back. Then on Wednesday, the 28th, it might be a little different depending on where you live, but we have a rare meeting of the Sun and Mercury and Saturn. So when the sun meets up with a planet, they're at the same degrees. In this case, they're in, I think, 7 degrees of Pisces. It's what is called as a cazimi. So the sun is kind of shining a light on Saturn and on Mercury and magnifying this energy. So with Mercury, which is the planet of communications and mind and thought, really, it's magnifying what you have learned over the last few months. So Mercury kind of sailed through Capricorn and then moved into Aquarius, met up with Pluto, which really kind of causes all, I think, to really delve into like our thoughts and what we're doing in terms of communication processes and things like that, and what we want to innovate using our minds. So thinking about, what have I learned? What am I communicating? How has Mercury thoughts and communication kind of changed? What's new in that realm of my life? And then Saturn, again, is the planet of responsibility. It's kind of like, all right, it's time to take responsibility for my happiness, to take this responsibility for love and elevating that emotion of love. Because let's face it, I was just working with a client yesterday, and I was like, you've got great skills and abilities. You're a natural born leader. Don't shortchange yourself. Get out there and be of service, be of love, inspire other people. I know that's what lights me up. So you really want to get into Saturn, taking responsibility for your life. You're here for a reason. You don't get to the end of your life and say, oh my God, why didn't I do this thing? When you're in your 80s, 90s, it's too late. Do it now. Take responsibility, and also responsibility for the people in your life that you love. That's why I'm going to visit my parents, because it's my responsibility. I want to spend time with them. So I'm feeling really good about that. So that's what this transit is really about, is taking responsibility, connecting with this energy of Mercury, new ways of thinking and communicating. When it went through Aquarius and it's now in Pisces. Pisces is this beautiful, dreamy energy. So it is a beautiful time to dream big, but also, again, to like write your dreams down and do some journaling and think about what you really, really want. And then thinking about, I'm taking responsibility for my happiness. What am I going to actually do? So like, if you really, really want to move to a foreign country and be an expat, well, am I set up to do that? Do I have the finances to do that? So you've got to take responsibility. It's not like you can just go and switch everything up. Even if you want to, you have to take responsibility for yourself, your life, your happiness. No one else can do it. So that's like, I think my main theme for today's show is take responsibility for your life, be of service and inspiration, elevate the energy of love because it's the highest energy that there is. But only you can do it, and you can do it, which is really, really powerful. All right, let me pull a couple of cards and then we will do a little manifestation. So what do we need to know this week to help us manifest like a rock star, right? Do you think that, Taylor Swift ever dreamed that she would be playing these sold out stadium shows when she was, I guess, 13, 14, 15, when she was in Nashville? But she believed, right? She went and she, her parents moved to Nashville to support her. She believed, but she's had an amazing trajectory. And so you can have that too. It won't look like Taylor's because that's not your fate. It's not what you're here to do, but it can be completely amazing. But you've got to give the universe some room to work by elevating your emotions, your mindset, being grateful, and then taking some action. So let's see what we need to know. What do we need to know this week to really manifest like a rock star? All right, so let me divide these in 3. I'm using the Rider-Waite. And if you would like a card, please put in the comments box. I will, if you're watching the replay, I always go back and I will be happy to pull a card for you. And maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'll actually do just readings. People have been saying 2 more readings. So it's kind of one of my favorite parts of this show. All right, so what do we have here? Oh boy. All right, it's a little bit heavy, guys. So the first card is the Devil card. So I think this really pertains to what I said about that full moon in Virgo. So the Devil card is really about being tripped up by the same things that are happening over and over and over again. And so the Devil can really, really keep you stuck. Now, the beauty of the Devil card is that you can take the chain off. So these 2 characters here can easily just slip the chain off, by changing your thoughts, by taking inspired action, by doing things with this energy of love, by really asking for divine guidance and what can I do? And also, again, leaning into love, not fear. The Devil wants to keep us in fear. The Devil wants to keep us in addiction so that we don't move forward, whether that is, addiction to alcohol, drugs, TV, food, relationships, kind of flittering around from relationship to relationship, looking for that thing that's going to fulfill you instead of looking to yourself. So the first card is really saying with this Virgo full moon is let go of those things that bedevil you. The universe keeps sending us the same lesson until we learn what it is we need to know to move forward in our lives. So let that bedeviling go, lean into love, service, and inspiration. And I love the next card. Again, a little scary card. It's death. It doesn't mean literal death, but what the death card is all about transformation. And I think with this, Pluto in Aquarius and having all of the personal planets, we had Mercury, Venus, and Mars all going through Aquarius and saying hello to Pluto. Pluto's like there opening the gates. There's a lot of transformation happening because Pluto really is the planet of transformation. So letting go of those things that bedevil you, those things that slip you up again and again and again, that distract you from your true purpose and your service and your inspiration and your love, allowing that, letting go to transform. And it's scary. I mean, the client I was working with yesterday was like, gosh, I'm really scared because I don't know what that looks like. I know what this looks like. And she was really distracting herself because she was scared of that next step that she didn't know. Sometimes the universe only shows us the next step or 2 that we can take. And it's scary because you start to change and transform. It's like the caterpillar has no idea what's going on. The caterpillar actually tries to fight the changes that are happening as it literally dissolves itself and starts to transform into the butterfly. But we need to take this process. If you want to be happy and manifest like a rock star, you've got to allow the transformation to happen, which can be scary and difficult. And then finally, we've got the Queen of Cups, and she's upside down. So I've been picking the Queen of Cups a lot. She's just a lovely energy of that, that connecting with love and connecting with creativity. And I think that that's just a beautiful energy to connect with beauty and what would you love in your life with this Cazimi happening in Pisces, which is really the dreamiest sign, right? It's the end of the zodiac. So it's all about enlightenment. It's all about compassion. So how do you turn that upside down? I mean, right side up. So I was thinking too a lot with this, what's going on with these various transits. It's really important to stay grounded right now. It's always important to stay grounded, but to think about, what do I need? Do I need grounding energy of walking barefoot and maybe getting more rest, meditating, doing some yoga, or do I need to also elevate? Sometimes we need to increase the energy and do more creative things that are helping us to expand. So you need to get more grounded, or you need to expand more. And she's a lovely card to help you figure out, like, what is my grail? And I'm really getting the sense that a lot of us need to journal. I know I need to, because I'm not 100% sure of exactly what's next for me. And the message I've been getting right now is to just be at ease and just enjoy how great my life is. And I've been so busy entertaining people that I think it's a good thing to be okay right now. And that's okay too. If you're feeling like, my life is good, I don't need a lot of other things in my life right now, just sink into enjoying it and really, figuring out, how do I have more love? How do I be of more service and inspiration in my life? So again, letting go of those things that bedevil you, those things that slip you up, being down with transformation. It's scary, but it is necessary. Everything's are always transforming and changing. You don't want to grasp on to what was if you want to move forward with your life and come into quantum joy alignment. And then finally, the Queen of Cups, which is upside down. See if you can connect more with compassion, connect more with what's my holy grail, what's that thing of beauty. And I think about Venus, I think Venus right now is in Aquarius, and she is, earlier this week, I think she is squaring, I think Taurus. Yeah, because it's a air sign, and I'll have to put that in the notes. But there's Venus is definitely, asking us to really connect with that inspiration. What do we love? What are we open to doing? All right, so there's the reading for the day and the week. And again, if you want a card, let me know. If you'd like a reading, you can go to my website under services, and I do a Rockstar reading where I do a combination of astrology, tarot, and the gene keys. If you just want to meet and you are struggling somewhere in your life and you feel like my blending of holistic therapies, both conventional, being a psychologist and a nutritionist and a wellness coach, and a mindful self-compassion teacher with more of my Reiki and tarot and astrology suits where you're at, just reach out. There's a contact button there. I can schedule a time. I would love, love, love to meet you. All right, so let's switch gears a little bit and do a meditation. Today, I want to help you with something called destination vibration. The technique that I actually used that really, I think, helped me to manifest this life that I love. During COVID, I was going to move out, break up with Reba and Guy. COVID hit, couldn't get a moving company, had to stay for, I guess it was probably another 2 months or so. And I was taking a course, and I learned this technique called destination vibration, which is really, what frequency do you want to vibrate with? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and close your eyes. And just take a couple of deep mindful breaths. Just connecting with your breath. And just locating the area of your heart and chest. Just breathing into that beautiful heart of yours. Maybe a little deeper and slower than is normal. Find a slow, steady rhythm that feels right to you. And I'd like you to think of a time in your life where you were just divinely happy, where you were joyful, where everything was in flow, or an activity that you would do. It could be a place, it could be being with someone, doing an activity, time in your life. Just see yourself at this time. This is your destination vibration. So maybe it was at the beach, or maybe it's doing an activity like dancing or painting or playing music, where you just feel so happy, and see if you can connect with the frequency of that. You put a name to it. Is it joy? Is it abundance? Is it prosperity, gratitude, happiness, service, inspiration? So just connect with this time in your life where you were just really, really happy. Maybe you felt really in alignment with your soul. So you're really on track. You're in quantum joy alignment and everything was just unfolding beautifully. As you think about this time, connect with your body. What's the embodied experience of being in this place? So maybe you're out in the sunshine, out on the beach, or you're dancing or doing something like cooking, something that just makes you so happy. Connect with how your body feels when you are engaging with this destination vibration. And then notice, how does your mind feel? What are your thoughts as you engage with this? And again, what are your emotions? What's the prominent emotion that comes up for you when you visualize this time in your life where you were divinely inspired and happy? And just connecting with your soul, saying, yeah, I was really exactly where I was supposed to be. It's absolutely perfect. Perhaps connecting with any spirits, guides, God, source, spirit, whatever you connect with, just to asking them to help you to reconnect with this destination vibration and use it to manifest something marvelous in your life. So just asking for divine inspiration and guidance. As you're doing that, I'm just sending you some Reiki energy. And setting an intention to do this at least twice a day, just for 20 seconds or so of visualizing your destination vibration. So I intend to visualize my destination vibration before I go to bed at night, when I wake up in the morning, and maybe once during the day. Maybe creating an affirmation like, I am manifesting a life I love that makes me happy. Letting go of the how, feeling worthy of manifestation. Taking a moment just to be grateful that the manifestation has already happened. And finally, thinking about connecting with your heart and think about, what action am I going to take today? What am I going to do today to say, yes, universe, I am ready to manifest like a rock star. So what action are you going to take? Could be something really small, like making a phone call, cleaning out your fridge, signing up for the gym, checking out some dating sites if you want to manifest a great relationship. So what are you going to do to take action? And just allow whatever shows up is perfectly fine. Whatever your heart's desire is, you can have it. You are worthy. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at ease. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at ease. May you manifest like a rock star. And then when you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes. So let me know what came up for you. I'd love to know what you are hoping to manifest in your life. Reach out to me at themidlifewhisperer.com. That's themidlifewhisperer.com. You can follow me on social if you want to see the beautiful women that I was hanging with, that I manifested in my life. Check it out. And thank you to Enlighten World Network for sponsoring the show, and check them out as well. They have a wealth of incredible shows every single day. They have a meditation. So it's a wonderful platform that will give you tools to help you to come into quantum joy alignment. Thank you so much for being here today. Have such a great rest of your day and week. I'll see you.